Alright. Can anyone here see me? Let me see. Let me refresh this real quick. It has to show my face somehow. Okay, it works. Alright. Hello to everyone who came. Alright. Better close this. Oh, there we go. Hello everyone. Welcome aboard. This is the first ever team battle map. And yeah, I'm really excited to host this because this is the first time doing it, and I didn't expect to get a lot of positive reviews. Hi Blossom, hi everyone. Oh my god. Alright. Oh man. That's a lot of people. Alright. So, going forward, today I'm going to be introducing team battle maps, what they are, and what's the two ones that I'm hosting currently. They're pretty much something big I've been working on. I'm going to be revealing the participants after the stream, so pretty much once the stream ends, give it a couple minutes and I'll reveal the names of everyone who came in. Don't be ashamed if you don't end up getting accepted, because there's gonna be thumbnail entries and fan art entries, and once the third chapter is out, it'll be pretty much once the third chapter's out, it'll be more open to more beginner friendly levels. Anyway, time to get started. So, my name is Asher, aka Asher Reban, and I am hosting the first ever team battle map projects. It's been a concept that I had planned for months prior to Solfagato, which was the first ever cookie run Warrior Cats map. And after long planning, even though I have yet to finish all the assets, sorry everyone, I'm bringing it to life. It was made with a lot of purpose. I wanted to do something that is fun for animators, pretty much in light of the issues that have been going on in the map community. And I figured that I tried to do something for the map community that is pretty much bringing back the fun that it had long time ago. This live stream is going to be giving information in regards into team battle maps. It's also an FAQ and how they're going to work, so you can ask me anything after the stream. So, exactly what are team battle maps? Taking inspiration from Artfight, team battle maps are not like your ordinary maps. There's a reason why it's called a team battle map. Whew. Oh boy, I'm feeling the excitement here. They are maps where participants are placed into two separate teams, which are two map calls with their own assets, shading guides, and everything. Oh, I just realized I mispronounced everything wrong. Ignore that, chat. You didn't see it, chat. Within 90 days, which is 3 months from now, the animators must animate and collab with one another to earn points for the team. The more they post whips, collabs with one another, or even finish their parts, the more points the team will get. So, it's pretty much trying to have fun with animating and pretty much working together with the opposing team. So, gosh darn it, of course, ignore the mispronunciations. The team that has the highest amount of points, or the team that, finishes the map quickly, ends the game. There aren't really any prizes. This is meant to be for fun and for friendly competition. So, if the team loses, don't go out your way to harass, the losing team. Because, really, it's not gonna work. It's not beneficial for anyone. So, a small note, for the first two maps that I'm gonna be hosting, it's gonna have a more lax deadline, considering I want to get these maps out in June specifically for the Gingerbread Day. Right. Oh man, I'm losing track of mine. Oh Alright, so rules. The maps are beginner friendly and welcomes artists of all levels, so meaning it's welcoming to like beginners, intermediates, and experts. However, the issue is they are not first come first serve, as there needs to be examples of animation on social media. So, meaning no examples equals no chance of getting in. Like, bam. While it is a team battle map, it still has its traits like most maps. You are required to communicate with me and the participants to ensure that you're working. And, well, it pretty much you're pretty much required to participate daily for the whole thing. But anyway, you're pretty much required to communicate with us pretty much whenever you need to ensure that you're working. Since it's a more lax deadline, you can pretty much focus on other things you need to do and then come back to the map. But in short, that doesn't mean that it's how do I put this to words? It doesn't mean that it's not this map isn't gonna let you dilly-dally. Because any failure to give, the first WIPs in the first 20 days within the first check-in will be disqualified and dropped from the team battle maps. God, I'm stuttering. And thank you all to those who are complimenting my voice. Oh boy, so many people coming and going. Since we're talking competition, don't insult the opposing team, and don't especially insult any participants who were in the losing team. It's a way to get yourself disqualified from future team battle maps. And since this is the first one, I'm pretty much not gonna let it slide. Or in future maps. It mostly depends on if the team battle maps are successful. You're not allowed to participate if you are pretty much in the general do not interact criteria. So if you're, pretty much in the creep criteria, don't join. We don't want you here. Bye-bye. And don't bother if you're going to troll either. Because the amount of times I've had to put up with online trolls is pretty much unreal. And in short, don't be afraid to take breaks if you need to. If you need to take care of yourself, during this time, for mental health reasons, don't be afraid to do so. It's not the end of the world, and I'll also be getting to that in the next couple slides. And most importantly, have fun. That's what team battle maps are pretty much all about. So, on to the next slide. Let's go, gamers. So, point system. It's pretty much basic. It's 5 points for WIPs, and they play a focal role in team battle maps. So the more you post WIPs, the more points you get. And WIP spamming is encouraged. It's pretty much going to be brief, because it's just going to be presenting and then doing an FAQ. Oh boy. Oh no. Not the delays. Continuing on. The WIPs play a focal role in this, so if you post a lot of works in progress, especially in the Discord server, you're pretty much helping the team out. Let's continue. So helpers, they're pretty much those who you are collabing with. They, when in doubt, when in times of distress, sound the alarm and call for help. For each person you collaborate, it increases the points for your WIPs. The only downside is that you can get 10 people maximum to help you. If one participant drops from the collab, the 0.5 points will be deducted. This does not, however, affect any past WIPs the participants submitted. So, finished maps. It's 30 points. Hooray! The average map part that's completed is 30 points. Bonus points are added to the 30 points if a animator ends up completing it in the following times: within 24 hours, 48 to 72 hours, or in 1 to 2 weeks' time. So, pretty much in a nutshell, each finished part is 30 points, and for, like, if somebody, like, completes it in these, like, in 24 hours, 48 to 72 hours, or in 1 to 2 weeks' time, so pretty much like, it's pretty much like bonuses, in a way. So, if they get those, this is the part where the bonus system comes to play. And, hold on, is it working? Oh, right. There we go. So, bonus points for finished map parts. So, if somebody completes a map part within 24 hours, it's pretty much a total of 60 points. It's pretty rare in a case because, like, let's face it, nobody can complete a map part within 24 hours, like, unless you're, like, a professional, which I can't blame. Or 48 to 72 hours is 50 points. So those who complete it within the 2 to 3 days time. And the 1 week to 2 week finisher, which is 40 points. I pretty much usually, like, make my maps 2 weeks, so it's like those who finish their parts within the span of 1 to 2 weeks. Animation takes time, so it's like 40 bonus for anybody who, like, completes it within, like, the first 2 weeks. Oh, and Heavenly Oceans, I'm pretty much gonna be addressing that in the future slides. So, let's get to it. So, health and safety concerns, in light of some issues regarding crunch culture that has been occurring in the map community. You may have been seeing it going on. It's pretty much in regards to, like, how, like, animators have been pretty much been forced in very bad environments, which I do not condone, being a map host who has had bad experiences. And so, in short, I need to say this: you shouldn't risk your health physically and mentally for the sake of getting a map part done. It's not the end of the world. You're unable to complete your part. This is why we allow people to drop parts, switch to backup, or find people to collab. And pretty much collabing will be your best useful source, because not only it will benefit your health, it will also benefit your team, who may also have, like some mental problems, like me. Ha. With patterns of bad map hosts often exploiting animators, especially younger ones, it is with utmost distress that we will not endorse pressure in very bad crunch times. While the deadline is still firm as it is, being a team battle map, we will not force or pressure animators. It's important to understand that people are human. We put mental health first before anything else. And in regards to like, if you see somebody pretty much, thank you, Buckets and Boots. I pretty much wanted to implement that rule since it's a team battle map. For this first two, it's gonna take longer. If you feel there is an issue, such as someone being a bad person or something in real life that happened on your end, please contact me as soon as possible and we can come up with the best solution. Because the last thing we want is a bad person coming in, just screwing around, and, like, hiding anything, like, they've done in their previous history behind, like, anyone's backs. So, let's go to the next part. So, the current team battle maps in question are Scourge Eclair and Tiger Watcher. The participants are going to be selected after the stream. Huh. I'm seeing a lot of people, like, really liking the health and conservative stuff. Anyway. So, Scourge Eclair and Tiger Watcher are the first two maps that I'm hosting. So for Tiger Watcher, it's a sidequel to Sulfagato. It's pretty much like centering around the second Watcher, the NPC from the Cookie Run Kingdom, being a tiger star in his past life. And Scourge Eclair is pretty much like taking place like during and after the events of Tiger Watcher, where it involves like Eclair Cookie living a double life as Scourge, and it ends up and his life goes into jeopardy when he ends up in a bad scuffle, and he fears that his secret identity will pretty much be found out. And that's pretty much like what both these maps are about. They're both correlated to the Cookie Cat Kingdom universe that I've been working on. So, team battle map schedule. So, for like January 15th to 16th, the participants, are selected, and they'll be contacted through whatever social media they provided on their application. So if it's Discord, they're allowed to join my server. If it's by email, they will be given notifications of the first WIP. And if they're given like any other things such as Instagram or whatnot, they pretty much will be put in a group chat where they will give me notifications and such. And on January 20th, the team battle starts. I pretty much am adding this because I'm pretty much like working through like getting the assets done before anything else. So like most of the designs are done. It's just the backgrounds I need to do and the shading guides, and then that'll be all. So the first check-in is in 20 days, pretty much after like the team battle map begins. And the first check-in is on February 8th. The second check-in is a couple days before my birthday. I'm gonna be 25 this year. Oof. The second check-in is on March 10th. And for the April 1st, it's gonna be the final check-in. And by that point, it's going to be pretty much going to be like us working through the parts before June 9th. So, also worth noting that thumbnail contest is also going to be open on January 20th, and it'll close on the 30th. So it's going to be a lot of time for people to come and join, and also like post fan art. It'll also be like the same application where you're going to be posting fan art. So like once we get to the like June 9th, it should be the time where all maps are completed and rendered. And on June 12th, it will be the day where both completed maps are released. And we announce who won the team battle map. Hooray! Alright. So the Scourge Eclair versus Tiger Watcher has its own set of goals. Pretty much because it's going to be pretty much a primal objective of revealing what's going to be for the third chapter of the series. So for the 20%, once both maps reach 20%, the first trailer for the third chapter will be released. And for the 40%, it'll be the first WIP for the map for the participants to see. It's not going to be available for spectators, because honestly, why would we want that? 50%, the credit sequence will be available for both maps, So it's pretty much giving some people an additional opportunity to help out their team. 60% is the second trailer and the second WIP for the participants to see, of course. And the 80% is the chapter reveal. The 90% is the final WIP. And then the 100% is the complete map and mapathon. So, people should know what they're getting into when they, are into it. So, in short, this is gonna be your big objective to... Yeah. I stutter way too much. I should stop. But in short, this is pretty much gonna be, how it's gonna work for Scourge Eclair versus Tiger Watcher. I think, for future maps, I'm pretty much not gonna make it, related to the universe. I'm pretty much gonna make it, more freestyled in the future. But for now, this is pretty much how things are gonna go. Alright. And some additional notes. As I said, the deadline is more longer since I plan to post it on the day Cookie Run made its debut. Though in case it gets done earlier, I'll have to see what I can do about it. Since it's pretty much the first ever team battle map, if it's successful, then I can see if I'll host another one in the next year. And while a unique idea, I remember somebody reaching out to me in a comment where they said, oh, maybe you can, have people make vines and animation memes and such to help their team. And I'm going to say this, it wouldn't feel really fair to those, to both teams. Even if, right now, Scourge Eclair is very popular compared to Tiger Watcher. And pretty much, in order to keep things fair for both parties, the point system will pretty much remain as is. I pretty much, didn't get any, feedback from, a couple people. They said it, the point system is good. But yeah. With that out of the way, that's how it's gonna be. So, pretty much, that's pretty much the end of the presentation. So I'm now open for questions and answers. So anybody who has any additional questions before I end off the stream, pretty much do so right now. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town to kill you. Okay. Alright. But yeah, you can ask me anything before I end off the stream. Where do we send fan art? Alright, so let's get those first three questions out of the way. For the parts, I'm going to allow, animators to post them publicly. I'm not gonna, because, it's pretty much gonna be, how most animators, post their map parts for maps, so... And for... so when we... And as for the fan art, it's pretty much going to be, in the same application where, the thumbnail contest is going to be. It's pretty much going to be an application where you can send either the thumbnail entry or the fan art. And as for fan art, if you just, want to share it with me, you can, pretty much, at me at Asher Ribbon. Buckets and Boots, would it be good to post your finished parts or WIPs onto your channel before the map comes out? Yes, I encourage it. Are you going to reveal the participants? Pretty much like once the stream ends. Bunnycraft974, how'd you come up with these ideas? I just do it. And also because, like, Cookie Run as a franchise is literally the Warrior Cats for Gacha game, so can you blame me? Like, there's a lot of comparison for Cookie Run to Warrior Cats in a way. Anyway. Where is it gonna be revealed? Pretty much, like, keep an eye out on the map calls, because that's where I'm gonna be posting, the reveal of all the participants. Like, I'm pretty much, like, copy-pasting the names of it. And it's okay if you missed out, like, the stream is pretty much gonna be up and available for those who have missed it. So. Thank you, Mellow Mellow. And yes, you can, Wildmint, in, like, even though they're not gonna be, like, they're not points for the team, you are still allowed to, pretty much, you're still allowed to, like, post them up. Like, animation memes or anything, whatever the case, you can still, like, pretty much make them. I encourage it. Which map was harder to create? I think Scourge Eclair was the hardest one. Because at least with Tiger Watcher, I had more fun with it. Like, because, like, for Scourge Eclair, it was, like, so much cityscape. Like, I'm used to making cityscape stuff, but in general, with the thing itself, it was pretty much the most, like, toughest one. Especially since I was the only person storyboarding it. Hence why I'm probably going to be, like, looking for storyboard writers for, like, the third chapter of the map, and probably future ones, so it's, like, less stress for me. Can we also do fan arts before the map? Yes. Yes, you can. And I pretty much, like, reach out to people onto, like, whatever social media they provided. So yes, you will be notified if you got in the map. If not, you will be given, like, a chance to be backup for, like, either of the maps you, like, joined in. Any other questions before I end off the stream? Oh, actually, the thumbnails were not made by me. The Tiger Watcher one was made by my pal Bergoski, who is doing a map call of his own. I mean, her own. Excuse me. It's called Ivy Pool's Lullaby. Check it out. It's great. It's super good. We're almost close to finishing it. And the Scourge Eclair one is by Crispy Loaf Combo on Twitter. So yeah, Scourge Eclair was, like, the toughest one. And I pretty much didn't feel like making the thumbnail for the map. So I pretty much, like, got someone to do it for me, and it was worth it. It was definitely worth the money. But yeah. If there are no more questions available, I'll be ending off the stream. Thank you to everyone who came. I'll be, like, posting the participant names later. And as for the assets, they're also going to be up soon. Like, pretty much before the January, like, pretty much before, like, January 19th. That's pretty much going to be, like, where it's like, the team battle maps are gonna start. And yeah, that's gonna be all from it, everybody. Thank you all for coming to this short, brief presentation. I hope you enjoyed. It's gonna still be up and available for everyone. So, see you guys later. And hope to see you in the next stream, if I ever do one. Yeah, bye. Oh wait, I need to... Oh, see you guys.